The champ is here.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble.
The champ is here. I must be the greatest. The champ is here.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
Yes. Welcome. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with we. My name is EJ, and I got my man.
Yeah, mate.
Yes, sir. He's the DB of the show. We are Blackinsports, giving a voice to the culture that won't shut up and dribble. We're here interviewing the best professionals in the boardroom and in the game, covering it all, laughing at all, while providing a platform to be heard. So you know what we do about this time. We're going to bring them in. We want to welcome our guests, all right? So Desert Pines High School 2 sports star here, all right? He was a vandal on the football field.
Yes, sir.
All right. And he does everything with arrogance. So we're going to bring in my man, Jeromy Jones, man.
Yes,
clap
sir.
it up.
Welcome. Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So how we started off, man, we get right into it. So we like you to start off and share with the audience a shoot your shot moment, man. So we want a time where you just kind of, I'm going to go for it. I see something, I'm going to just take it off.
Like a little story?
Story, just a shoot your shot moment, man, where you went for it all. So it could have been on the field. It could have been in business.
Shit.
It could have been with the ladies. What you got for us?
Since I got Miles on here tapped in with me, I just go for the.
Y'all doing too deep, huh?
One time I had a shoot my shot moment. I got a scholarship to go play football at UNC. Where I met this guy. Yeah, and I didn't do a recruiting trip. I didn't go on a visit to the school or nothing. I just
came in there blind.
Came in there blind. They gave me an opportunity. It was at the time one of the top 10 nursing programs in the nation.
All right.
So it was an awesome academic accomplishment for me. So so I shot my shot. I just took the scholarship. I just went.
I'm here. I just showed up.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah, just tapped in.
Yeah, okay.
In the summer too, right? Like the crazy thing is, I grew up like 5 minutes away from this studio.
Oh, dope.
Literally down the road.
Okay.
Stewart.
Okay.
So I left a week after my graduation in high school and shot my shot. Went to Colorado, Greeley, Colorado.
Wow.
Tapped down, smelling like crap. Straight crap.
Hey, he said it has a smell up there, man. So you can verify that smell, huh?
Hey, only on Sundays.
Only on Sundays?
Only on Sundays.
Yes, it lasts for a couple of days though in your nose. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
So Jerry, where your love for sports start? Where did that begin?
Oh man, I think it's a bloodline thing.
Okay.
I think damn near every male in my family plays sports coming up. So like at age 6 years old, I started playing football, basketball every year, back to back.
Okay.
Summer, fall, all day. So, so since I was 6 years old until I was 27 years old, I played sports. So I just think it was just in my bloodline. My dad's dad was a high school basketball star. My dad was college as well.
Okay.
They both, like, you know what I'm saying? Both we came out that thing wanting to shoot a basketball or throw a basketball or something. So
they all from locally here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Vegas, born and raised.
Okay.
How did I saw you shoot a jump shot, so I don't even know about if it's that way. But
remember. So.
When did the decision?
Shots fired.
No, don't be an instigator. Nah, it ain't no shots.
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
we might have got a rec game or something.
We got a couple. Yeah. I keep them in the Rolodex here.
I used to be wanting to be GP, so you know.
You had the defensive on the lock.
I'll be trying to call shots. I'll be wanting to come up the court with the one up, like, hey, go that way. That's what I be trying to do, though.
How did you kind of choose? How did football kind of take over from basketball? Just a talent thing or just a life thing?
I think it was an attitude thing. Like at the time, I was more of like a physical. Like, you know, I was press coverage all day. I want to get my hands on you.
Yeah.
And then when it went into basketball season, I was the same way. Like I told you I want to be PG. I'm trying. You get it.
Put a body on him.
So when I came to my junior year, when the recruiting really started, and then my senior year, I just kind of the attitude of the game, how I approached the game, made me go more towards football. Like I love, like I said, my dad and my step pops played basketball. My brother played basketball his whole life. He actually the coach at UNLV now, assistant basketball coach at UNLV.
Okay.
Oh, dope.
Coach Logan, shout out, bros.
Yes, sir.
Shout out, bros.
Close,
But yeah, and yeah. So I just went that way. I kind of just loved the attitude, the physicalness of the game, and in basketball, I just kind of just had it in my blood. Just a competitor. I've always wanted to be on the court, on the team, doing something, and that was my second passion. So yeah.
Talk to me real quick about DP, man, Desert Pines. So like I met you obviously in college, and I just without knowing anything of Vegas. Yeah. Now it's crazy being here, and I know a little bit something about DP and the athletes that come out of there. Talk to me about that in high school.
Yeah, like I think when I graduated in 2005, so that was a minute ago. In Vegas, the recruiting wasn't popping like that. I think like maybe the year before or maybe 2 years before I graduated high school, we started coming up in the recruiting for the West Coast, just anywhere really. Yeah. But we had athletes, we just wasn't known for them, like, you know what I'm saying? So we had actually one of the top running backs in the nation my junior year. Okay. And I think he got the ball rolling on like us getting a little bit noticed. Yeah. And then of course your boy came through that thing just like hot, like for real though. But yeah, so coming out of there, and it's a school over here on the east side, so it ain't that well like noticed for the academics and the behavior, as you would say. Right. So it was tough coming out that too. But honestly, for me, I used all of that as a little bit of motivation too, because like I said, coming up before me, I wasn't a lot of people going to college. It wasn't a lot of people from my high school. They was good on Fridays and on Saturdays, but after they graduated, it was like Foot Locker, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that was just the time. Like, so I always use that as like, I'm gonna be that one that get out and don't come back. And that's why when I shot my shot, that's why it was so easy, because I was just like, I'm leaving. Like, I ain't got no time to keep choosing, going through schools, going on visits. I was like, this one got a top education, so if football don't do well, I'm gonna tap out on the education, and they talking about me playing right away. So I'm gone.
That talk right there.
Yeah,
boy.
Let's go. Yeah.
So do you see sports different now in Vegas, since you kind of spoke a little bit about how it was early trying to get recruited, and you know, people don't look at us as a sports destination early on, but now it's becoming more and more. And at first it was just basketball, but now it's becoming all around.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of people like my boy at Desert Pines right now, David Hill. Okay. Y'all might have heard of him through, I don't know, you probably heard of him if you tap into the Las Vegas scene. No, football.
Oh, football. Okay.
Yeah, but just in general, like it's people like him that's coming back to the city and really dedicating themselves and giving back they mentor what they learned when we left. Like I said, my year was kind of like the first year, and then a couple years after me, people start going to school everywhere. Like UNLV wasn't even really recruiting us like that at the time.
Yeah, we've heard.
You know what I'm saying?
We've heard that.
It was like you had to get out of the city. A lot of people was coming home, but now we got people coming home and they staying home and they giving back. They going to their old schools. They taking what they learned from being on the road and coming back and being like, hey, Vegas ain't where it's at. If you want some bread, yeah, but we want you to go. Right. Like, and that's the good thing, I think. And just athletically, just the size of these kids these days is crazy. So it's a little different.
A little different hormones in that chicken, boy. Them chicken fingers, right? A little different.
Speaking of a little different, man, what was kind of your thoughts rolling into Northern Colorado first time?
It was, I actually
Besides the smell.
I think we got over that part.
I actually had this conversation with a close friend a few days ago. I didn't know what to expect. I'm from, like I said, 5 minutes down the road. Right down the road. Y'all been living in Vegas. You from Vegas?
No, but I've been here since 2007.
Yeah, y'all been living in Vegas. You know it's very, very diverse. Yeah. So coming up here, it was never it was everything. You was mixed up. Like all my best friends, I got 5 best friends that I've been cool with since 2nd grade. Okay. Like, and then we all different. White, Mexican, black, Asian, everything. So that's just was my lifestyle. So going into Colorado, I didn't know. Like, I didn't even know, like,
different.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was places like that still. Like, and so boom, I drop down in Greeley, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I get off the plane.
Greeley.
I'll forget the DB coach name at the time, but
Is Coach Bunning there?
Bunning.
Yep.
So boom, you know what's crazy? The first thing that he did, which surprised me.
Okay.
I went to shake his hand. Like, mind you, I didn't come on a visit, so I only been talking to this
on
dude.
The phone.
We didn't have FaceTime in 05.
no Zoom,
none
Zoom
of that,
calls,
none
right?
of that. So I get off the plane. He waiting in cowboy boots. Boom. Yep. So I go to shake his hand. He hit me with the hit like
he hit
this,
with
the
dad.
fist pump, like fist bump. But then back then it wasn't that. You don't do
right.
that.
Like,
yeah.
that's
so
disrespectful.
I'm like, kind of, yeah. So then he take me to go eat. And then it's a little kid.
Okay.
It's a little white kid in the back of a Mexican restaurant. It's probably was maybe the only one there.
Okay.
Yeah.
My first day there. So he's standing up in the booth.
This is day one.
Day one. I haven't even put my bags in my room yet. I ain't even meet Quincy yet.
Yeah.
So look, I'm walking down to my seat.
Okay.
The little kid just standing up in the
cute.
booth, just like staring me down all
right.
the way.
Never
And
seen one of them.
this what changed me as a person. This story right here changed me as a person.
Okay.
Cause I, for the first time, felt out like I wasn't used to that. Like I was it was a culture shock.
Right.
So the little kid just staring at me. You know how we feel about it. It's kind of like, yeah, what you looking at? Like, yeah, like you should. Your parents should have taught you better than staring at people. You know what I'm saying? But right away I thought like, you know what? This kid may have never even seen a dude like that look like me ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 years old, he just stunned. And then I took that and I ran with that feeling. And I was like, you know what? It's probably gonna be a lot of people out here that's never seen somebody like me, never got to know somebody like me. So instead of being scared of it and then letting it shoot me back to Vegas because I wasn't used to it, I was like, I got the opportunity to teach everybody. Every time I got the opportunity to be
That's
like,
big time.
That is big time.
you know what I'm saying? So that was my first day. It's scary.
Day one.
I didn't know what to do. Day one, I had to check myself, and from there, even though I for the first time I got some racist shit, some first time people did dirty shit to me, like, but I was still like, you know what? For one, I can't go back home,
right?
And two, like, they just probably don't even know no better. But
you giving a lot of the benefit of the doubt.
But that's when I didn't know. That's when I was new to it. That's when I was new to it. That's when it was like, boom, just hitting me in my face. So I'm like, I just want to teach y'all something. Maybe they learned, maybe they didn't. But if Jeromy Jones was the first black guy you met that opened up your mind to a whole bunch more,
you didn't have a negative interaction with it. No, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So, from there, how did you get to the Vandals? Was it the Vandals before?
All right, click on that.
He's got Miles got some more insight for you.
We got some stories to tell.
Hold on, really quick before we get to the inside. Can you do the chant? Do you know what y'all school chant is for y'all?
He might have left too early.
Oh,
yeah.
We didn't
I
hear
didn't
the whole
get
lot.
to jug with them, dog. I didn't get to like really put in work. I put in some work on the practice field with y'all.
So and that's what I was hitting at.
All right, let's
like
get that.
In defense of little Andrew that may have saw you was a little nervous in the booth.
The dude, the little
white
kid,
kid.
peeking at you.
Oh yeah,
And if it's
yeah.
a little, we can just call him Andrew.
Let's call him Andrew.
You was kind of built a little different. I remember we coming in. I'm a year older.
Yeah.
So I remember I was like, okay, they was like this. Here you go, Jay Jones. I was like, okay, he's a fresh. Okay, cool. He's a new DB. Okay, whatever. Cool.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, he a little strong. Okay, he a little stronger than the rest of the freshmen. He a little bigger. He a little faster.
With some little,
He a little faster. So you were built a little different, man.
Yeah, I think coming from here where we played hood ball all on the practice field on every level, like our coaches was hood dudes or they had just came from playing football, so that we was getting the wrath of them. Like I know in high school, like we played in the grown men's flag football league for my we didn't have 7-on-7
Randy
teams.
Black was saying that.
That was my coach.
There it is.
Randy Black. Hey, Randy Black gave me that attitude. I swear.
I can tell. He was
Randy-
wearing the neck roll.
Randy Black.
Hey,
Coach Black. He gave me that the reason why we got the whole brand Eragance apparel is part of Randy Black is part of that.
Are you serious?
That
That's
reason
what's
he
up.
gave me
Big
that
time.
attitude
That's
that
big.
when you walk on the football field, you showing out every time.
Yeah.
Like you your best you. Like you believe in yourself. and he gave me that every time. And I think that's why I was a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger.
I used to be
we used to be playing against grown men.
Yeah,
like really winning too.
You was built a little different than the rest of the freshmen. And then I got one last confession to make before we move on to
Coach
it, bro.
Black, shout out.
Coach Black. One last confession. So you see the stretch on his dreads now, right?
Yeah.
So when I met Jay Jones,
were you trying to grow dreads then?
We're gonna get to that. Yeah. So he was starting to grow them at that point. So we would be in meetings and he would just be twisted. This is what he was in twisted.
Absolutely.
I was like, yeah, I kind of want some shit hanging out my helmet too. Like I kind of want the dangly out my helmet too. Yeah. So I tried. I tried for about 3-4 months, and then it just wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, use that.
It wasn't rotating.
You was closer to home too.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah,
honestly, you was closer to home, so you had more people that'd be like, "Cut your hair."
Yeah,
because you had.
The only reason.
That's what it was.
Okay, that was the reason.
I got you. But for real though, the only reason why I made it through that stage was because I was away from home, so I ain't have my mom on my head like, "Hey," or my friends like, bro, you got to cut your hair. Like,
and it was like,
yeah,
bro, Miles, what's good?
I couldn't wash my hair for like 5 months.
Yeah.
So after all of this, the hair culture and all of that stuff that went on, what was the next step? So you didn't get to rock with him. What was the next step?
Yeah. So shit, that got cut short. And then I came back home. I came to Vegas. And right away, my mom was like, look, like she had my back the whole time. But right away, she was like, if you're going to be living here, you got to get a job. So the second day I was home, I went and got a job at the MGM, like in the business center. Mm-hmm. So at the time, I was making like $15 an hour, but that was good. Like, and I was out the house. All my homies was home. I didn't feel like that kickback that like I was seeing. I wasn't feeling it because I was around all my homies and everybody was all love. And my brother just hit me up randomly one day and was like, "Hey, it's a coach from a junior college. Hit me up. He want to give you a second chance."
Oh wow!
And again, I ain't going to visit. I was working at MGM, and my brother was like, "I'm gonna call you tomorrow because this coach waiting on the answer. So I'm gonna call you tomorrow, and you tell me yes or no." I'm sitting in the EDR eating fresh chicken sandwich off the grill. Like thinking I'm
shout
grown.
Out to the EDR, boy.
Yeah, hey, I'm grown. Like,
you don't know about
I'm
the
like
EDR.
19 years old thinking I did it and shit.
My mom made it.
Yeah, and then I just was like, you know what? I got to shoot my shot again. And a lot of people don't get second chances. And so I just went and I went to Arizona Western.
Yep.
Still today, one of the best, like not programs, but best all-around team that I ever played on.
Okay.
Like literally.
Just great experience.
Great experience.
Everything.
It was a bunch of Coach Blacks on the field with me.
There you go.
So I felt like I was squatted up. Like, and it was one of those experiences that when I was in high school, I never looked at junior college because I was the guy.
Right.
So I was like,
you
junior
built
college,
different, like Miles
I
said.
passed my ACT and my SA. Ain't going no drink. I didn't see it for the work, the benefit it gave you on the field or school. Either way, I didn't see it. But I got the opportunity, so I went to junior college. I made it up out of that thing real good. I got the opportunity to get another scholarship to go to University of Idaho. That's the Vandals.
How that selection work?
As far as what?
Was there other schools that was looking at you?
I was. It was a few more schools, but at the time I had got big again, like in weight wise, because in junior college it's kind of like college jail.
It's like, right?
Yeah,
you in there, you got a bed.
I'm really working out with dudes on roids.
Too hot in the cot.
Hey, and we was right next to Mexico, so roids was and it wasn't people weren't checking. So junior college they rapping. So I got to work out with them. So I'm in there. So I got big again. So a lot of schools was trying to get me to play linebacker.
Bench weights, boy.
But I was a corner or a safety, like all day in my head. But my size, they was like, "Hey, you can play safety, you can cover, but you got to play rover or some shit." So
walk you down,
come down
to the box.
Come on down here.
Come on to the box.
So
here's a neck roll for you too.
Yep. So and then the Vandals at the time, they see me. They was coming for another guy, actually my cousin, I was at the same junior college that was coming to see him, and they watched me play or watched us play together, and it was like, hey, we giving both of y'all, like, we want both of y'all, so we both end up going.
That's dope.
Yeah, and they wanted me to play safety, so. I wasn't trying to play. I love to hit. Anybody would tell you I would be smacking shit, but I just didn't want to play linebacker. I felt like it cut off part of the game for me. Like they get to me so close.
They give you different
I felt
numbers
like if I was another 7 yards back, like I'm
it's a
good.
different story.
Yeah, it's a whole different angle.
Yeah.
And I felt kind of small. Like I didn't realize I was strong, but when the linemen get their hand on you in college, it's a different.
It's a whole different game.
So
trust me, I know.
I know you know.
I know. And they hold, and it's like, if they don't call it, it's not holding.
Did you play too?
Yeah, I played defensive end, so I used to hate that.
Okay.
And then pulling guards too. So I played University of Findlay.
Okay.
Yeah, in Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
He said,
I almost went to Bowling Green.
That's right up the street. Absolutely.
Yeah,
A couple homies went up to Bowling Green.
Yeah.
The Mac and the Whack, because you played in the Whack,
Hey,
right?
we played the Bowling Green in a bowl game, actually, after I went to
Get to that humanitarian.
Yeah, that was your second year there, or
my second year
there. Yeah,
That's why you got a little Oski there.
Yeah, gotta let it bling bling. Gotta let it bling.
Got your little one.
You know
too.
what's crazy? I'm not one to like go back and watch old film and stuff. I'm starting to be from what we talked about on the side, but for the first time the other day, I went back and watched some humanitarian bowl highlights.
Yeah,
bro, it was crazy. It gave me chills again.
Did you get the itch?
I swear.
Dude,
like
you just sit there, you like,
I was just looking at my phone, smiling, because I just remember like all them feelings was coming back, like on that process, getting there. And when I be seeing like people going to college or these schools and they get to bowl games, I'll be like a lot. Like I know how to be a fan now. So when I'm watching the game with all these people from work and crap, I'll be like, y'all don't understand what it took to get there.
No
like
idea.
you don't understand. Like, and they be like, oh, how does the team get? And I'll be trying to tell them, but it's different.
How did that happen? Because the first you were there, y'all were garbage.
We was garbage.
And then the second year, y'all was in the bowl
we
game.
was actually it was the same team.
Okay.
The year before, we was just we had a bunch of transfers.
Okay.
We had a bunch of fresh or people who was just their first year about to play, like out of red shirt year. So it was not really a young team, but it was a new team.
Just
like,
getting the gel, getting that chemistry.
Yeah,
right?
so I think that's more and that's more the reason why our second year we was good. Like because that first year we played together, but it was like people was getting their college. I came from junior college, so the D1 level again, I was like, the first time I went D1, I didn't really get to touch it. Like I got to dress out for a few games and feel my hair lift up, but I ain't get to get in.
You get to get like, you know,
so and there was a lot of people who was they red shirt year, so they was just kind of just getting a feel for it. But yeah, that bowl game, you learn that being a team in any sport, winning the championship is 80-90% of just being a team. Just grind, just living that life together and feeling it, going through after every win, you ready to win again. It almost feel like that wasn't good enough.
Right.
That until you get to the championship, ain't nothing good enough.
It's the exact opposite on a weak team, because you like, bruh, I'm just ready to go.
Right.
And then I'm like, at some point, I'm just worried about my stats.
Right.
Yeah. So
and that sucks because it can play both ways.
Right.
But it's harder to get a little bit more light on you if the rest bad.
Right.
And then that light that you do get, you trying so damn hard for it. You can probably be 5 times better if your other, just give me like 4 people. Give me one line, D line, give me at least one on the linebacker, give me a corner.
Q, listen to this, bro.
And that's it. We can lock it up.
Help me help you.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Can I live?
But I was thinking this ever since you asked me to come on here, I was like, damn. If I ever got to play with Q and Miles together, it would have been stupid.
Okay.
If we were
clowning people.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, it would have been stupid. Yeah.
We would have been. What conference was that? It was a Big Sky at the
Big
time.
Sky.
We would have been the best secondary in the Big Sky the whole time.
No doubt.
I love it.
If we would have all got to play together, I don't even know who the other safety would have been. We ain't even need one.
Yeah.
For real, because I used to be trying to be on every single play. Every play.
You.
I got in trouble in the end part of my career, I learned that wasn't the best way to be.
Right, you break out of coverage and
yeah, they be like
call
minus.
your old number.
Minus.
Your grade on that play is a minus. Right.
Interception minus because you ain't even supposed to be over there.
What coverage were you in, son? What coverage were you in?
Oh.
So after that, man, were there any kind of aspirations to go to that next level? You know, did you chase that dream? Because I know we all have different stories of how that comes around. And
so the crazy thing is, I just love the game.
Right.
Like I honestly wasn't that kid that was dreaming of the NFL. I was like, I was just knowing I'm gonna play until I can't play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Till whenever that is. So even in college, like my junior year, when we wasn't that good, I started getting agents hollering at me, and I'm like, how? Like, because I mean, I was doing my thing, but we wasn't good. Like we was in the whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still like, I don't know. Like I ain't believe it. My senior year, then we winning. Now, and we got a first round draft with Mike Ayupati on our squad.
Yep. Yeah, that's
like.
right.
And that Shiloh dude went to the NFL
Shiloh too.
Yep.
Like I played with him too. Like that, it was me and him in the backfield.
Yep.
So like we had them, and so every day that we had NFL. So I'm seeing like, damn shit, I just got like 14 tackles against Kaepernick. Like so then I get like 8 more letters in my butt.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, I can really do it. Like so it started getting on me. Like, but it never that I wasn't good enough. I'm a like. Not a perfectionist, but I'm a person when it comes to me, it ain't never good enough. Like like I said, like I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to be better than the last game. If I had 9 tackles, I'm trying to have 11 because I didn't watch film and I seen that one false step caused me not to have that 10th tackle.
Yeah.
So, and that's how it was. So once I got the chance, I actually got picked up free agent for the Rams.
Okay.
In 2010. With the same draft class as like Sam Bradford and them, that same draft class. So I did get my shot. I stayed there through the summers. I went through the whole grind, and yeah, that's a whole different story. That's like a whole different. It's a whole different like mind, like
that's a
twist for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine like how we grew up playing football. And you get to the top, and you still like damn, like
there's still a whole nother level.
Yeah, and it's still, and then you learn so much about other shit that got to do with the game besides just you.
The business aspect of
the
it,
politics, the business, everything, and how much like it's just a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I went through the whole circle. I played in Europe. After that, I went and played in Europe for 2 seasons.
Where in Europe?
In Germany, in Hamburg, Germany.
Yep.
I played for the Hamburg Blue Devils. Yeah, and just going there, like my first year going there, I came right from the Rams to going there, and I was using that as a D league. I swear, like that's how I looked at it when I got all the way to the last part of the summer with the Rams. Boom, I got cut. Like in my head, I'm like, what the hell I'm gonna do? I did graduate college, but I'm still a football head. Like my whole lifestyle is football. And then now I just didn't got paid. Like all when in college, all you as an athlete, all you want to do is get up, go play, no school, none of that. Just let me go play football and get paid. That's
Absolutely.
it. So I was finally getting it, and then boom, I get cut, go through my little phase. So I'm like, damn, I know how I am. Repetition is everything. So I ain't one to like, I'm too physical to just be playing football with these fools at Charleston and Buffalo every Saturday. Somebody gonna shoot me, like for real. So I was like, I gotta, so I gotta get out. Like, so I want an old homie put me on the European League at the time, and again, I shot my shot, and I got one of the best opportunities I will ever have. Well, up until now, I've ever had. Better than in the NFL. Like I seen it, I felt it. I still feel like today, if I get in shape, I can play with them. So that ain't gone. But as far as going to another country, something I slightly learned about. You only learn about Germany in history class. That's it.
Right.
Couple movies. Like it's more Nazi movies and shit on now than it was then. Like, you know what I'm saying? But again, I went and I used it as a D league. I was like, I need repetition. I like to tackle. I'm a physical safety. I'm a physical defensive back. So I needed to stay covering for real, stay tackling for real, stay driving hips for real. So I went over there and I played in the league over there where it's like when you come from here, it's professional. So I get off the plane and then I got the same treatment, just not the money.
Yeah.
Like over there, I was getting like a good one, and in Europe, I was just getting like a little percent of that. But the love,
bag size was a little different.
but the love was still there.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I got off the plane the first time, they had like a row of people like with my name, pictures from God.
Was little Andy there though?
Pictures from
Is that what we call
college.
him?
Hey, he was probably
Andy was there.
Hey, it was probably a bunch of Andys like that seen me in the newspaper before I even got there. Like, look forward to this man coming.
Look at this nigga right
and
here.
we gonna see him at the airport on next Wednesday. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, motherfucker. Guten Tag.
No, for real though. But yeah, it was all great opportunities. But like I say, in that, if without getting that opportunity taken away, without getting cut from the Rams, I would have never went to Germany. I would have never learned a new language. I would have never met the people that I got to meet.
That's
I
an
would have
experience,
never.
man.
I got to live a whole life for 2 years as a German.
Wow.
Like, and it was so awesome. And that was like my second, like, boom, it just raised me again as a person. I'm like, damn, in America, like I thought this was cool. Like, hey, I'm calling all the homies.
What you say?
Hey,
This shit right here?
This shit right here.
This shit right here?
Hey, y'all need to come over here.
Right.
California, them hoes like this. No, for real though. But it was just stuff like that where it was just like, damn, it was so eye-opening. And it kind of bring it back to all how like, you can dream, but just keep dreaming. Like every dream gonna end up it's gonna take you on a little different path. Like even I know when I got to school, I don't even think, did you play that year when I got there? So and it was just like as soon as I left, I was like kept hearing about Miles and Q. Miles and Q. After I'm gone, I'm like, what the fuck why they can't play when I was there? Miles was
sandbag
Miles was all on
and
some shit when I was there. And then when he came back, they had me on some shit. Like it was just like, but yeah, man, it was just everything is good, man.
Man, so all right, man, we got a quick hits, man. You want to hit him with the quick hit, Miles?
Yeah, give me your this is just quick questions off the dome, real quick. Give me the current safeties now, top safeties in the game.
Steez.
All right.
No, for real though, I'm bad with names. I know numbers.
Give me a number.
Number and
Hey,
teams.
all right,
Number and
I
teams.
got one for you. The dude from the Raiders, number 24, he a beast.
Abram.
Yeah, he a beast. I fuck with him.
Shout out
to
to
you,
Yeah, that's
brother.
how I used to be trying to play, just trying to wreck everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
No
Abram's love it.
interception.
Yeah.
I'm cracking ribs.
Right. You breaking something, whether it's his or your shoulder,
Or
something's breaking.
Hey, I know I'm gonna be up to play the next down for me, for real. So you can try to catch it if you want to.
Shout out to
Humanitarian Bowl, man. Okay. What was on your playlist before the game? Not the exact, but what do you think was on the playlist?
Probably some R&B.
R&B.
Honestly,
That's
I'm already be on the move. Like my mind be on the honey all day. So
this kind of brings
right before
it
the game,
temper.
yeah, I'm one of them players that's be in the back before the game. They doing all that. I'm in the back, probably chilling.
Just kind of like just
I need to slow myself down.
And then once the game comes, like,
As soon as
So
I
you
feel
like
that,
Mike J on The Last Dance when he was listening
I was
to
probably
Kenny
listening-
Lattimore.
I was probably listening to some Trey.
Out yet.
Probably listen to some Trey, like on some real shit.
Okay.
First time you were starstruck.
When I seen Steven Jackson come into the meeting room with like he had like the Gator Louis bag, like Gator, like green, like late, not late, but like the last one.
Yeah.
Like eating, you can't eat in the meetings. I'm new, like for sure. I was a rookie, like for sure. You can't even be close to being the last one in the meeting room.
Yeah.
He came in, that thing, boom, just strutting. And I just looked at him like, damn, well, that boy looked like money. Boy, he looked like he paid his way. Like he was
For
good.
sure.
That was the first time I was ever like, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, like he can do it.
Exact.
Because I was scared in the meetings, and he walked in like
Swagged out.
eating the box of cereal, the little ones, but the little bag,
Little mini box.
the one you get from the cafeteria.
With the 9-liter Gator bag.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody dead or alive, and this kind of gets into what you're doing now, you would like to interview.
Lil Wayne.
You still on that Wayne, huh?
Still my guy.
Still your guy.
I would love to interview Lil Wayne, probably like a Martin Luther King
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Shit, probably like Bill Gates.
Okay.
Probably Bob Marley too on my rosters. See what you doing over there,
Ja,
boy.
what up, Ja?
Yeah,
Ja
that'll be
representing.
my love.
Well, all right, let's get into it,
arrangement.
man. So right now we want to kind of talk about it in the game. What you up to right now, man? So what are you currently doing? I know you dabble in a couple things, but what are you up to right now?
Right now, shit, like I said, my mind be going a million. So right now, I actually, I work at Aria Resort.
Guys, just open
behind
up
the
today.
bar. Yeah, I'm glad
Okay.
I ain't there.
Right?
Nah, yeah, I work.
Aria just opened up.
I work
J1.
behind the bar at
Okay.
Aria right now. A little hobby for me. I actually
Which bar? Just one
all
of
of
the,
them.
like the,
I'm actually at the pool.
Oh, okay.
Right now in the summers, I got a little shift where I go to the pool in the summer,
I
and
see
then
what
the
you
winter
on.
time I go inside. I just chase the bread.
I
Chase
see
the
what you
bread.
on.
Yeah, so I do that.
Okay. And you teach as well, or?
Yeah, I haven't taught in like the last 2 years
Oh, okay.
just because I got into the bread. I got into the bartending. I kind of got serious with it for a minute, and because
Okay.
it was one of them things like outside of football. I'm a shopper, obviously. That's just like one of my things, but the bartending caught my eye. Like it gave me like I was chasing something. Like, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? I was hungry to learn.
Picking it up.
Yeah,
and
picking it up. I seen that it was an actual craft.
a craft.
I
That's
had to
what I was about
go
say.
to like people go to Pima for 8 months. I had to go to bartending school at the
Okay.
Union for 8 months.
Yep.
So it's a real cert.
Got that union card?
Yeah, so during that time I couldn't teach because you got to take shifts all over the clock. I had a graveyard
Oh.
shift where I worked like 2 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Okay.
So I kind of got away from teaching, but I will teach again for
Gotcha.
sure. I actually have a little radio show too, Everything Eragance Radio. Shout out my boy Everything E over there, boy. You gonna listen
sure.
tomorrow?
For sure.
Talk to me about the
Nah.
craft of bartending, because I did want to talk to you about that, man.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that craft.
And we'll get back
Um,
into the everything. So.
It's awesome because everybody they own bartender. Like we can work at the same bar, but
Oh,
I'm gonna make a Long Island.
Yeah.
No,
Explain that to
explain
me.
that.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
gonna make
that.
a Long Island. We all work at the same bar.
Okay.
They gonna get a Long Island from me, Steez style. Then they gonna get a Long Island from you, thinking it's oh shit, Steez Long Island was fire. Now I'm gonna ask him for one. Boom, he gonna get it. You gonna shake it and make it look nice,
Mhm.
and then it's gonna be different. But they still might like it.
Right.
So it's a lot of like just you. Like
Okay.
it's a lot of personality in bartelling. It's a lot of craftsmanship. Like you really, it's the opposite. Like it's like now you doing liquid measurements. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and everybody palate different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So you get to be personable. You get to make a drink for you. Like if you want cranberry and vodka, it sounds simple, but some people want 2 lines, not just one. I don't know why. Some people you gonna get
Three lines, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So
Fuck it up, you
when it
want to.
comes to cocktail, I think one thing for me, I started loving it so much because I got to be myself. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
I feel like I got a good personality. So I was like, you know what? This is a job for me. Like I get to learn that if you put 2.5 ounces and not just 2, like it make the whole drink taste different. So you really got to be on your measurements. You really got to be, why you shake the 10, not straight back and forth, but with a bounce to it, so the ice can rotate a couple ways. All that interests me, and I was like,
rotation of it.
yeah,
The
Nah.
centrifugal force.
Yeah,
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
all that-
The right diameters of all that shit,
I came
right?
from somewhere where I was always trying to be better, so I was like catching on to all these little things, and so that's why for me, cocktail just was like, damn, I can be a bartender. Everybody love me. Everybody love me.
everybody
For
love me
real,
for
so-
sure. All right. So then this damn COVID really affected your whole hustle game,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure. I actually had just set up the pool.
Oh, wow.
You know what's crazy? My first 2 shifts in the summer, we set up the pool,
Okay.
did all our inventory, boom, and ordered.
Getting
First started
ready.
getting guests, boom, cut, COVID. I go back. My first 2 days was I worked Monday and Tuesday,
Mhm.
but we wasn't open. I'm setting everything back up. So now I'm thinking like, damn, I probably wouldn't even go to work again because they about to shut it down again.
It's
Yeah.
looking
Like,
that way.
It's looking like they about to shut it down again.
But I think
say
they're
that.
gonna. I think they're gonna slide 4th of July in that.
Let that
Let
marinate.
Let them get that big weekend.
And that's what's gonna kill them.
Yep, that's exactly.
Like for real.
Hey,
You gotta
knock
think.
on wood.
Y'all going somewhere?
It's like, hey,
Make sure it's under
please
50
don't fuck
people,
up
please.
football. Please don't fuck up
Nah,
football.
I know it's
That's-
crazy though.
Don't
huh?
fuck up football.
I
That's
asked my
like-
brother yesterday about that. I don't even know if I can say this, but I asked him about how.
Yeah, don't get in trouble.
Yeah, don't put your brother
no,
in trouble.
no,
man.
I wanted to know. I was watching Brian Gumble episode. I don't even know if it was new or what yesterday, but they were saying how if football can start, if school don't resume, can you still play football? Yeah, and that's what I asked him.
It'll be different. SEC
Online school.
SEC don't give a shit if you got if you in class
'Cause
or
it
not.
don't matter,
SEC's
huh?
gonna play fucking football.
I know. Imagine.
But
That's above my pay grade.
right, that too.
Let them take care of that.
Yeah.
But SEC is definitely one that will
Oh,
come
they
out.
gonna play.
They
They
gonna
gonna
play
play.
like we'll figure the fuck out. We'll play in conference. We
And
don't need the rest of y'all.
They were saying something like one of the linemen was saying like in his profession, it was an NFL dude. He was saying that like he get paid to block. Like so soon as he blocks somebody,
I
he
think I
out
heard
of you know what I'm saying, his
Yep.
6 feet been gone. Like in his sweat and his spit and his
Because they talking shit in the
yeah,
trenches.
So that's
Wow.
crazy.
We talk a lot of shit in the trenches.
So do y'all think that
Too much.
once you have it, you good after that? Can you get it twice?
I mean,
I
that's
don't
above
know.
my pay grade shit too. But
It was just this is an educated guess.
hey, educated guess, man, they've been lying to us. Because
Yeah.
then they say when it gets hot, the shit was supposed to die. It's hot the
Yeah.
motherfucker outside.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I heard today that they did say that outside, like you straight outside.
Oh yeah, they say it's better being outside.
Yeah,
than
and
being
then it's like
in
a
enclosed.
19%.
you see how many times we said they say? Like they
Yeah.
say a whole lot. So
They
I'm
say
just gonna be like,
everything.
Facts.
Chill out.
Yeah,
Right.
You're right.
Like, I think to answer your question, you said, y'all going anywhere? Nope.
Nope.
They gotta get in my fucking crib. Nigga.
Yeah,
I'll be outside. Look, I'm like, look at this. Look
Look
at
at
this.
them.
Look at this.
I just watch on Instagram. Everybody, damn, they got them fireworks
Right,
over there. They
look at that.
busting over there.
I can see it from my patio. I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at that.
real.
Look at that. All right, man. So, kind of getting into, you talked about your show, man. We always want to give a platform to talk about, like, what you got going on, and we'll bounce around to some other things as well. But tell us about Everything Eragance Radio, man.
Okay.
What started it off? Just give us the full flavor of it.
Shit. So it started off with just Arrogance, the brand.
Okay.
We just wanted a brand that we can do everything from. So like, boom, the umbrella.
And we,
Arrogance.
who's we?
Just me and a couple boys.
There it is.
Shout out Smooth. Shout out E. Shout out GD. Shanti. I feel like a rapper right
Right.
now.
Yeah. Can we
Feel me?
give shout out Coach Black?
But for real, Coach Black. Shout out Slow. Nah, but for real, so it started with that. Then we started making clothes like 2014.
Okay.
And then we just got it to a point where we was getting ahead of ourselves. So we kind of stepped back. I got into teaching. I got into the bartending thing. I got back a little bit, but the name was still there. The Arrogance vibe or the mindset was still there. And then one day my boy E hit me up and was like, you know what, bro, I got an opportunity to have a radio show. Would you want to do it with me? So boom, we was thinking about names for like a week. Like, well, damn, what we gonna name our show? What kind of show? So I was like, shit, Arrogance is the
brand.
thing.
That's
So
the brand. Let's
now
go.
since we got a platform to talk about everything, let's call it Everything Arrogance. Like, so, cause we can,
I
I
like
like
it.
that.
I
you know
did
what I'm
too.
saying? So,
Like
yeah,
that.
on our show, shout out Hot 7025. That's our
7025
platform.
platform.
You can find our show on Mixer LR. It's an app. You can listen to us live on that. You can watch us live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We got a diverse. We have rappers. We had a judge. I'm good. I'm plugged, boy. Hey, this music. Hey, the radio thing. How you plug? Huh? You need a lot of network. Hey, I ain't even scared to get a ticket no more. I'm like, I'm going to the judge. I know. Came on the radio
I got somebody,
show.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't even trip. But yeah, so that's how I got the shot of to set up Everything
That's
Arrogance Radio.
So hit them with the spelling of arrogance so people understand.
So it's ERA instead of ARR, and for the reason is in our era right now, you gotta love you the most. You gotta be arrogant about everything that you do, and for a while it was just a negative. It was a negative connotation to it. With
Arrogance,
the
right?
yeah, it was like, oh, that's that's being big headed. That's too confident. Now that's the way you gotta be. If you don't love yourself, ain't nobody else gonna love you.
Facts.
Like, if I ain't going out there to every interview like trying to kill it. Like somebody they ain't everywhere I ever try to get a job, they be like, you know somebody? Nah, but I'm gonna kill this interview. I don't need to know nobody. Yeah, I got me.
Not yet though, because you got the platform.
Not yet.
So
no,
hey.
yeah, I got it. So and it's just a mindset, and it's a form of like being overconfident about yourself. But that ain't a bad thing. So like yeah, like you know what I'm saying. You gotta be your biggest fan.
I love it.
And also your biggest critic. So
that's big time. I mean, you guys touch on the show. Y'all touch on a lot of different topics that are kind of hitting today.
Yeah.
In our society, and just you guys had a nice little dope Mother Day session.
Yeah.
Just talk about how you guys formulate the topics and things that you guys want to.
We shit like me and my boy. We've been shit. It's been my boy since 6th grade.
And
so
who,
Evan. Me and Evan do the show. The other homies was just they
pop
just
in,
the homies.
just come
they
through.
them 5 that I knew from 2nd grade. That's who they was.
Okay.
So yeah, me and him just kind of got that vibe. Like we cool, like we homies. So like every week it's kind of like off the top of the dome. Almost like on Monday, we'll just be like, shit, you want to do another woman? You want to do a man? You want to do a boss talk? You want to do something educational? You want to do something sports? And then once we figure that out, we'll boom say, all right, shit, you want to get? I know somebody from here,
right? Like, yeah.
We'll see if they want to come on. They come on, then we just have just like, you know what I'm saying, a little structure, but we really dare to talk about everything. We just gonna give you the platform so you can talk about anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to plug if you do hair, you want to do that. If you want to talk about making money, if you want to get on here and laugh and talk with us about everything, let's do it. Yeah. And that's our platform. That's what I feel like right now we got the opportunity to give back to the city in that way. Okay. Because we are born and raised from here, so we can tap in and we can give people from the city a voice outside of just Las Vegas radio. Because it's internet radio. So like on the platform, it's like 1 million plus listeners all over the world. Right. And that's that's like part of my pitch when I'm getting people to come on. Because I'm like, well, like we might only have 600 followers on our Instagram on our show because we only like 8 months in, but when you get on the radio, it's 1 million people that's gonna hear you, and we don't know where they at. So what better way do you want to advertise? Yeah, and it's free. Yeah, so come on,
talk about this, man. Football is taking you
Blackinsports. What's happening?
What's happening?
We can get y'all back. We can just reverse this thing.
Hey, let's do it.
Hey, our show tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Hey, let's do it.
We can.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna drink tequila on your show.
Hey, you could. Hey, you can drink tequila.
I got a lot less responsibilities on that show.
Hey, that's how I felt today. I felt like it felt different getting interviewed. Like, I can just really be bust open today.
For sure. Let's go.
So the skills that you learned, obviously, in meeting people all over the world, football, the sport, took you all over the world.
Absolutely.
Bringing that into the radio show, what advantage does that give you?
Oh man, I think I'm always ready for a conversation. Like I always can tap in. Like I feel like, and actually helping bartending too, because bartending, especially on the Strip, all we meet, I don't ever meet the same person twice unless they during their same stay and they come back. But like I always, with all that traveling and meeting cool people and having the mindset to know what's real and what ain't, or who ain't, all that like has made me better in that way. Like on the radio, I be looking at you. When they answer the question, I ask them a question, look right at them like, shit, what you gonna say?
Like, I'm listening.
And just when and it gives me more ease into having all different type of guests. Gotcha. Like one of our shows we had Buy You a Drink production is like an EDC event planner type. You can go to them if you want to have a party, a EDC party that provide you the DJ to set up all that. So and I learned EDC from going to Germany. Like that's how I got into that. Like you know what I'm saying? So and just stuff like little things like that. Just I'm happy that I had those experiences because I'm more comfortable. Like some people might be like, oh yeah, I like it from the club. I'll be like, I was in the park bouncing with them in Germany all day, two-step city. Hey, yeah, and then they be like, oh shit, like for real, yeah. Tap in. Now they opened up to me. Now they ain't looking at this.
Yes.
Right.
Now they ain't looking at this
They ain't
because they
hitting you
like,
with the
oh
Andy."
shit, he really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a comfortable perspective, man. Everybody wants to, and like we always talk about, man, we are more alike than we are different.
Right.
And people, you just have to take the time to find that
To
out.
find out.
100%.
And some people get scared off too fast.
Big
A
time.
lot of us get scared off too fast.
Mhm.
And it's like, and this might come off like giving them a chance
Mhm.
because they not supposed to.
Right.
But sometimes you just got to know, like they lost already. Like by doing that to you, they lost. So now you the big dog.
Yeah.
Now you get to teach them something. Now you get to son them. Like, come on, like let me teach you something now.
Yeah.
Cause you didn't fucked up your chance. you didn't
Right.
even get to play me.
Like, you missed your opportunity to meet me.
Yeah,
I'm a motherfucking hell of a
Hey,
guy,
that's
right?
it. And then when they do, oh, I'm sorry, you not like the. No, that's I. Before we leave, I know we getting close, but I had that conversation the other day. Like a lot of times at the bar, I get like, oh, I never met a black guy like you, or you're cool. You're not like the other black guys.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that is not a compliment.
At
Not
all.
at all.
It's
all.
not a compliment. Like, and I had a conversation. They were still looking at me like, what? Well, they say like, no, like I ain't trying to be that. I'm just
Facts.
like
Hella
that's me,
Yeah.
our original. So now, if I can step back and if I can now say, all right, now I'm a big dog. Let me teach you something. Now I'm gonna be that way even more, so that you can give the next black guy
An
that
opportunity.
you wouldn't have never
A
gave an
fair
opportunity,
opportunity to.
but just because of me.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
remember the guy at the bar, hun? Yeah, he was cool. Let's go to that bar with that dude. He might hook us up. Yeah, come on, go over there. He probably will hook you up too.
Right.
Like,
So Miles brought up one of your shows, and I, definitely scrolled through some. I'm preparing for this, but I have to shout out your Mother's Day show. Your
Yeah.
Mother's Day
oh, that
show.
was dope.
So if you haven't listened to it, please go listen to the Mother's Day show. But
Oh.
bless the mom that was like, men. She put game out there.
Yeah, she did.
She said, men, if that lady don't make no biscuits for you,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
She said biscuits. Nigga.
Yeah,
She didn't
was,
say
I
breakfast.
think that was.
She didn't say tea. She didn't say cookies. Nigga, that shit. Mom
Biscuits.
said biscuits.
She probably meant homemade too. Probably. I ain't gonna put some extras on her. shit.
right.
She probably did. Yeah,
But
shout out.
that was what's up. And then just following up on that. So where did the name come from? Because I think you hit it a couple times, and I don't know if our listeners picked up on it. And it's definitely the IG that we're sharing here,
Yeah.
for the screen. Where did Steez come from?
Again, one of my homies that I grew up with.
Okay.
Back in the day, probably like 7th grade. You know how you was just getting into like if you gonna like clothes or not, if you gonna be like a fly guy
Okay.
or not.
Right.
So I tapped into my fly guy side. So yeah,
Did you have
my
your little
Mexican
Mike
homie.
Lowry? You Mike Lowry?
Yeah. So my Mexican homie A-Dog, shout out A-Dog, he went to California
Okay.
for like the summer.
Mhm.
And then he came back. Cali got like a whole different little
Yeah, they
swag,
got
a
a
little different lingo and shit. So he came back and he just been like, bro, you Jay Steez. Like you always fly, you
Jay
got
Steez.
it. Like you Jay Steez. And ever since then, like it just stuck. Like all the homies call me Steez. I still introduce myself to a lot of people as Jeromy
Mhm.
just cause I don't know. Like that's I just yeah. But
That's your name, nigga?
yeah, but like yeah, a lot of people will come up to me and be like, "Hey, Steez," and I'm like,
Like, how you right? Hold on, cuz.
All right, let me tell you my real name first,
Right.
and then you can
Then
call
you
me
can
by
call-
my nickname. Like that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't even introduce myself as that. So, but yeah, that came from that just being like
The
at an
homie.
early age, I was just the one. I was always trying to keep my kicks clean.
There it is.
Always trying to be smooth. Always
to.
just was like that guy, just like trying to be the best.
I ain't mad at it.
Got to.
So, really, man, what is next, man?
The sky is the limit.
That
That Wayne version. That Wayne version. Hey,
Oh,
Nah,
you know
he,
what?
he
You know what?
disrespected my boy on that.
Who's that?
It's over.
He said,
It's over Mike Jones's beat.
And the bitches love it.
No, that's over my man Mike Jones
He
beat,
said,
man.
I can be, what he say? I can be flying in the sky with the
he-
fishes or
he-
swimming with the pigeons.
Yeah.
No, but hey, for real though, like, really, I'm just I'm an open book. Like, I'm ready for all opportunities. I ain't there yet, so I can't stop. Like, I ain't got no doors that, like, I'm trying to open every door and see where the door go.
Let's get it.
Whichever one that take me the furthest, I'm gonna just keep on pushing. And yeah, that's how it is. Like, I ain't really I got big dreams.
Big dreams.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, man. So this is the assist, right? We call it the assist. This is where we allow you to drop some gems, drop that dime, you know what I'm saying? Just something you would tell your younger self. So just something you want to share with the people. I don't know if it's a mantra you live by. You've been dropping knowledge, throughout the show, but just kind of maybe like a quick quote or something you live by.
I think something my mom used to always tell me, and I know who she got it from, but I'm going to let you have this one, mama. She used to always tell me, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And that's something that I live by in every aspect of my life. Every single day. If I stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little quote for anybody young, anybody just want to open the ear, just want to try something, listen to something new. That's it, man. Just be on top of your shit.
Mom out there, quoting sugar free.
This was the lesson though when I learned that she was like 14, 15, and I asked her for. I remember the all green. There was like the money green leather Air Force Ones, high mids. Like I asked her for them, and she was like, "Boy, no, like give him $100. What did you think?" And then I like smacked my lips. Man, shoot, come here. Yeah. She said, "If you don't want to hear no, don't never ask. Don't have to ask for nobody to buy your shit. Have your own money." So
that's big time.
Yeah, so there, I was just like, shit. I hate hearing no. Right then, I played basketball. I played football. I had like 2 months off. I got a job. Swear, I got a job. So I ain't have to ask for no bread.
Yep.
When you play football and shit, you good. They buy you cleats and shit. Happily, gloves, food, drop you off, give you $5.
You good to go.
Then you don't gotta ask no more. You straight, boy. You grown at that point. For real,
love it.
Good,
well,
brother.
Hey man, definitely want to thank you for having you on the show, man.
Sure.
Time when you have fun, man. Have fun.
I feel like I should just be a guest more than interviewing people. It's better on this side. For real.
Well, we gonna check that out, man. Love that invite for your show, man. Whenever we can make that happen, man. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed the show, man. Thank you guys for listening. I know you shout out, but just give a quick shout out for all of your sites. Anything you want to plug really quick, 'cause that's what we're here for.
Yeah, anybody want to follow me or ask me my opinion, because I give you an open opinion for sure. Follow me on at LV Steez on Instagram. You can come listen to our radio show, Everything Eragance, and you can tap into Everything Eragance at LV Steez. I mean, on Instagram as well. And just before I go, just thank you, Blackinsports, both my guys.
Yes, sir, brother,
my
man.
guys over here. Hey, I was looking forward to this, man. Thank y'all.
Absolutely,
it was an honor.
That's what it's for, man. So we'll put that stuff in the show notes too as well, so you can just easily click on that when we load everything. But like we say, man, we are Blackinsports, man, and we're here for you. We're here for the people. So follow us on all of those social platforms. Please remember, we do have the short format shows called The Locker Room that we do on our podcast only. So definitely check those out, and just know that we're rooting for you.
Screaming, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we even.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah. Yeah. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yo. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade new rags. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap.